All right. This actually works easier just doing it on my iPhone. I've tried all these other apps and just doesn't work. So I just wanted to put out a video there because I'm working this weekend as usual, and that's okay because I love what I do. But I got 2 clients under contract today on their first houses, so that's really exciting. And the thing that I feel great about this is because it's hard to get a house. These actually houses were in under 250, which is not a lot of houses out there for under 250 that are worth buying. And so the first 2 houses they offered on, they actually canceled. The inspections were just really bad. So we had to cancel those. And I made a video about this earlier, but I wanted to talk about the importance of, if you're at that price range, finding a house that was built after like 1940 or 1950. And because the block foundations are so much better than the just concrete. I don't even know how they poured those old foundations, but the houses built in like the 1890s just aren't nearly as solid. There's houses that are in good condition, but they're just older. Maybe it's just wear and tear. I don't know why, but just from my experience of touring thousands of houses, they just are more square and plumb. And that makes everything easier. That makes all the walls square and plumb. And it's just easier to work on those houses. I find they have fewer problems. And so I recommend doing that. And so one of the houses was actually owned by the same person for 40 years. And that's a really good sign that the house is in good condition. If you ever see a house that where it says like one owner for 40 years, that is a good house to go look at, because there's a good chance that it could be in really great condition for its age. And then it ended up turning out that it was, because the guy was a mechanic that was super, just really took good care of his house. He had a heated, insulated garage, which is extremely rare in Minneapolis. And like, where are you going to find a house with an insulated garage, heated, with its own electrical panel, and it's like 24 by 24 for like on a house that's under $300,000? I think that house was under 250. It was just crazy. So it has a really nice backyard too. It has a really nice porch. The house inside is just like basically from 1970s. But all the cabinets are perfect. The closets, like the walls are in great condition. Even the bathroom is like in near mint condition. So there's hardwood floors underneath the carpet. So that's really nice. And then they also replaced the windows, and I really like the windows they used. I can't remember the brand off the top of my head, but they are really nice. So the door is like a solid wood door. I think it's oak, but it's been stained like a brown color, and it's so beautiful. So yeah, this house has a lot of original character, and the backyard is fenced. It's got a front porch, 3-season front porch, and the basement is like unfinished, and it's like in near mint condition. So yeah, I'm really happy for that family who bought the house. The buyers are married with a little baby, a newborn. So that was really fun. And they needed to get out of their apartment because they just did not want to live there anymore. And when you get a kid, you know, a lot of people, they want to get their own house. They don't want to be living in an apartment. So that's really fun. And then this other one was similar house. It was remodeled though. It was in the 50s. It's not that far away from the other one. And basically That house was remodeled. It has a brand new kitchen. It has brand new bathroom. The hardwood floors have been refinished. It's got fresh paint on the trim and the walls. It's in really, really good condition. The basement is half finished, and there's a bathroom down there. And the walls are in great condition, the block walls for the foundation. So the AC, it's got AC, it's got forced air, and then it's got a pretty solid garage too, and it's in a really good neighborhood. So yeah, they're first-time home buyers too, and they're married and they want to have a family as well. So it's just exciting for me to be helping people getting their first homes. I love helping people get their houses. I wonder sometimes if it's because I'm a Cancer. I'm supposedly a homebody. I do like being at home. I also like getting out of the house. So because I need to get out and move around. But I do like being home as well. Like, I want my house to be extremely comfortable. I've always had a house that I've remodeled for, like, I don't know, ever since I was like pretty much 25, 26 years old. I've always been remodeling my own houses and living in them because I want to make them as best how I want it to be. So, but I love just being around houses. I love being around real estate, and I love touring houses. It's just something about gaining new information on the house, determining if it's worth buying, just seeing how it compares to other houses. And it's always like the quest for the best house. It's like when you find a really great house to buy and the price is right, like, I love that experience. So it's kind of like finding the diamond in the rough or a needle in a haystack, like, it's just fun for me to be able to do that every day, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for having that as my line of work, because a lot of times it doesn't feel like work to me. I love what I do, and I've tried a lot of other things, and there's nothing else that I am going to do in this lifetime for work besides sell real estate. And so I actually would love to teach people real estate, and I'm at that point where I could start doing that too. So that's something that I want to get into. But I just wanted to make a video to kind of just share a little bit more longer form about myself and just about what I'm doing. I have a lot of produced videos, but I want some real videos like this where I'm just talking, and maybe talking about my day or talking about a transaction, just more real stuff, because I can make it sitting here in my living room, and I don't need a big production. I can post it to YouTube and it can just go up there. So I think I'm going to be posting more of these. I think I'm going to try to do it a few times a week. Whenever I have anything that I think is worth putting out there, I think I'm going to put this up there. So this is going to be the first one, and I will keep you updated for anything else that I think is important. So actually, there is one thing. Let's just talk, because it's my channel. I can do whatever I want. So, land trust. I've gotten a lot of calls for land trust lately, and I don't really like land trusts in general, because you don't own the land. It's like a whole part of owning a house is owning the land. And if you don't have the land, then you can't tear the house down and build a new one. And that is a lot of value, because a lot of the houses are very old and they need to be torn down. If I had it my way, I think it would be fun to just rebuild all these old houses. you could just be beautiful to do that. But if you don't own the land, it's just not worth as much. And I've had some people call, and they're always like, there's an income limit to it. So I don't know how it really does somebody much good, because they don't appreciate really that much in value. It's kind of more of like a break even. So just be wary of land trust. And even though you can get into a good neighborhood, maybe it's just better to rent, or maybe it's just better to save up and buy, because at least then you can get the appreciation. You're already taking on the liability of the house, but at least you get the value of the land, which land is, if it's in a good location, usually does well. So that's my thoughts for today, and let's keep continuing this conversation. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.